this is the tougher fight, I think. More equal matched.
I mean, it'd be great if Barbosa beat Lopez.
Barbosa's going to turn up and he's going to have plan A, B and C and maybe more.
He has got great hand speed and he has got power. I don't think he's got the boxing brain.
He hasn't got pop, which is the one thing. So it's hard for him to keep a guy off. He's actually got a box.
So you're going for Lopez then?
No, I'm going for Barbosa Jr. on points. I think Barbosa's going to take him. Welcome back to BozCast. In this episode, we're going to be looking at the upcoming fight between taking place on the 2nd of May 2025 at Times Square, the third one on the list, between Teofimo Lopez and Arnold Barboza Jr. at super lightweight. Let me start with the tail of the tape. Teofimo has 21 wins, 1 loss, 0 draws, 22 fights in total, 13 wins by KO. He's age 27. He's 5'9", 175 centimeters, and he's got a 68.5-inch reach, 174 centimeters. This fight's at super lightweight, which is 140 pounds, 63.5 kilos, and he's going to fight out of an orthodox stance. Arnold Barboza Jr. has a record. Perfect record, 32 wins, 0 losses, 0 draws, 32 fights in total, 11 wins by KO. He's age 33. He's 5'9", 175 centimeters, 72-inch reach, 183 centimeters, and he's fighting out of an orthodox stance as well. So Simon, out of the three, this is the tougher fight, I think. More equal matched opponents. But I'm giving Lopez a bit of credit there. But Lopez has got pop and power. I think Barbosa is a boxer. And I think he's going to outbox him. And upset the apple cart. There's got to be an upset here. No, this is the one I'm going to put on.
Look at who Barbosa outboxed last time.
Yeah. Well, he's outboxed Catrol. He's outboxed Jose
My
Ramirez.
only problem with the Catrol one is Catrol just didn't do enough in that fight.
But I think that's because of Barbosa's game plan.
I think I even remember saying, I don't think Catrol left it all in the ring.
But we always say that about him. Catrol was disappointing, but
yeah.
I think
or was
it's because of Barbosa. But we could have said the same against Ramirez, but he did the same thing. And then if you look at all his... And he's unbeaten. And he has got quite a good,
I mean, it'd be great if Barbosa beat Lopez.
Yeah.
I'd love it.
And he has a history of upsetting the apple cart because he's been he hasn't been the favourites in all those fights and he's still...
Barbosa Jr. is going to go in there with a game plan.
And they usually have a good game plan.
And they're going to stick to it. And I think he'll have a couple of game plans.
He can execute it. That's where I think he has...
Lopez...
You don't know what he's going to do.
He has got great hand speed and he has got power. I don't think he's got the boxing brain.
He hasn't got the boxing IQ of Barbosa Jr.
No.
I think he's better than people think.
He is
but
better.
I think he's...
If he just kept that shut...
To be fair, he does sell fights.
He sells a lot of tickets for the crap fights that he puts on.
I think that this is more...
This is up there with, at least he's got a bloody live opponent because his
a dangerous opponent.
Last few have been shocking.
Yeah. Because his better performance was probably against Josh Taylor. Where he put on a good performance. But I think Taylor...
He's on the slide.
And Jermaine Ortiz and Steve Claggett. The less said, the better. And he took it to unanimous decision. So we say he's got power, but he took Taylor, Ortiz, and Claggett. Right, Taylor is tough.
Yeah, Taylor is tough, to be fair.
And even against Sander Martin, it was a split decision, which was a bit iffy, shall we say.
I'm going with Barbosa. I think Barbosa can outbox him. Can Lopez stop him?
See, that's what I'm going on. And if you look at it like that, it's either Sander Martin, who can box a bit, is a split decision, and it was close. And, to be fair, I had Sander Martin winning. Josh Taylor, yeah, that was a good performance, although, I'm not sure Josh Taylor was his best. But yeah, unanimous.
Do you know what's weird with the very quickly about the Josh Taylor one? Because he kind of went unknown, Josh Taylor, didn't he? Become undisputed. And us in Britain then started taking notice of him, and he was shit.
Yeah, well, that was the thing. I seen him in a fight with the first one with Cattrall, and I think Cattrall won.
Yeah.
And then I've got
He's
no
shit.
Yeah, that's
Let's
my
be
opinion
honest.
of Josh Taylor. And then you see who he's beaten, and you look at it because he's beaten Ramirez.
I know, and I'm like,
I
what?
watched Ramirez and Barbosa.
So
I was how
has he gone?
Down or up?
Have we missed the best of
Has
Josh
he
Taylor?
peaked and we've missed them.
Yeah, and I think that's genuinely what it must be, because every other fight
I don't see it.
I've seen him in, I've gone, you're waiting there going, where is it?
What is this thing?
Why is everyone
for?
raving about
Yeah.
you? And I still don't know why.
I still don't.
So I didn't have any qualms that when the Lopez...
Well, we said, I think both of us said Lopez was going to beat him.
beat him. This is a different kettle of fish for Lopez. I think Barbosa Jr. is going to really fancy this.
I think Barbosa Jr. is a better fighter than anybody he's fought.
Well, let's be honest. We all thought that Cattrall was going to beat him.
Yeah.
I think everyone thought Cattrall was going to beat him. Yes, Cattrall was disappointing, but like you say...
it was in his backyard and everything
Was
else.
it because that Barbosa was that good? It wasn't the greatest fight, well,
I think we said that as well. It could be. But it was actually, I think, a little bit better than what we thought that to and fro. It could have been worse, one-sided contest.
I think this is going to be a really good fight.
Yeah. I think this is, out of these, I think this is potentially the best fight. Yeah. And based on, I think we know what Barbosa is going to do. Barbosa is going to turn up and he's going to have plan A, B, and C, and maybe more.
Yeah.
And he will deliver. He normally delivers his game plan. They had the game plan for Cattrall, which basically neutralised them. So he had the game plan for Ramirez when Ramirez was the favourite. Cattrall was the favourite. We've all been on those things. And he seems to pull it out. And he has got damn good boxing IQ and the skills to back that up. He hasn't got pop, which is the one thing. So it's hard for him to keep a guy off. He's actually got a box. But then he did that against Ramirez.
I think he's got enough.
I think he gets out enough punches that he will slow you. You're not going to keep going on him. But I don't think he's got enough to get out there. Now, Teofimo has. But again, he hasn't really delivered it in those, whether, that's on something there. He's another one of those whose opinion of himself is higher than what he actually is. And don't get me wrong, he's good. He is entertaining to watch. I'm not singing him, but I think he got
because,
too hyped too
like
soon.
you say, and he goes on that he's the next coming of Floyd Mayweather cross with Manny Pacquiao, cross with Muhammad Ali, cross with Sugar Ray Leonard.
Yeah, and he isn't.
And yeah, he really, really, really isn't.
But he's a good boxer.
He is.
And a good fighter.
He's fun.
Yeah.
Yes, he says some stupid things that you just think, oh my God. But he is
so
good
does
for
his
boxing.
Dad. So he does get it from the... But he's got personality.
He sells tickets.
Yeah. And
he's one of the biggest names
and you
in
do
America.
want to watch him. As much as we don't like give him loads of credit, we do want to watch his fights, to be fair.
I'd say in America, apart from Canelo, he's one of the biggest ticket sellers.
Yeah. Should we go with the odds? The odds is basically he's 4-9 on, so minus 230 for Teofimo, and 7-4 plus 180. So it is close even on that. And then on the Box Live predictions, it's 57% for Lopez and 43 basically for Barboza. 57 for decision for Lopez, nearly 36 decision for Barboza. Oh, and 7% KO for Barboza. No, KO for Teofimo. That's a bit...
I think Barbosa's going to be too cute.
Yeah, that's my concern.
And it's going to annoy Lopez.
And he gets
a bit like,
he does get frustrated.
Like how Cambosis dealt with him.
Yeah. Well, that's my thing. All right, I know there's people, and our fans have said this. Lopez wasn't Lopez when he fought him, fair enough. Okay.
Why wasn't he?
whatever. I don't agree with it, but I've had that comment in one of our videos. We've had it in a couple where people are putting in the comments. So yeah, let us know your thoughts on that. But I think if a real boxer comes in, they can frustrate him and they can do it. And basically, there's a game plan of what Barbosa did to him.
So you're going for Lopez then?
No, I'm going for Barbosa Jr. on points. I told you, I went to one upset. If I can't do Ramirez, I'm going to do Barbosa.
I mean,
Jr.
I have put Barbosa Jr. as points as well, but I tell you what I'll do.
Swap.
I'll swap for you, and only for you.
Well, the thing is, I don't think Lopez beats him on points. I think Lopez can get him out of there.
I'll put wins by KO.
Yeah, good.
And I'll tell you what round after the fight.
Okay. So KO in any round. No, I think it's going to take him time to break him down, but I think Lopez can catch him.
Oh, will it?
See, I think if it goes on points, I think Barbosa is going to outbox him.
Yeah,
I think Lopez's chances on KO.
Yeah.
I don't think he outboxes him. I don't think he's that good. Because
Do you know what?
When he's had real boxes, Lomachenko with one arm outboxed him. Kambosos
Outboxed him.
Outthought him. Basically, better game plan. And Barbosa's going to have on the points.
This is going to be a good
plan.
fight, this,
And there's a fair bit of niggle between them.
Yeah, this is going to be... Well, yeah, this Lopez slapped the chops off Barbosa.
Now, if Lopez fully turns up and he isn't on like he's done in the last few, and he's like the older Lopez with a bit more wisdom, a bit more boxing IQ, then this could arguably be the best fight on the whole thing. It's the closest, I think.
Okay, we'll see.
But yeah, I think Barbosa...
Fight of the night, this.
I think Barbosa's going to take him.
I think
to points.
This is fight of the night.
And frustrate him.
Really good fight.
And then I'm interested what our fans say when Lopez what excuses they're going to make. So yeah, let us know in the comments what you think. This is an interesting one. So you're on Teofimo's. Do you think he's going to pull it off?
Which fight are you looking forward to seeing the most out of these three?
I think the closest fight is this one.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to seeing all of them because I want to see if Haney's back. And I think Ramirez is going to give him a good fight. And Garcia, I want to see back anyway because he's just exciting to watch. And I think they're all good matchups.
Do you think it's weird it's at Times Square?
Yeah. But I think His Excellency did say they're going to do him around. They're going to do like he's trying to do Alcatraz as well.
Yeah, but wouldn't you have a proper crowd there?
Yeah, well, I thought they were.
I know. I don't fully know.
They're not going to have.
I don't fully know how they're going to work it.
And then I think you told me, then we looked it up, that it's less. I thought they were actually going to do like a proper thing with
like
people there.
Stands in the streets and stuff.
Yeah, maybe not loads, but enough. And then you got the pay-per-view bit, isn't it?
It sounds like I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. If you know, that was it. Or if you're going, are you going to stand in Times Square and watch the fight?
Yeah, have you been invited? Let us know your thoughts.
Can you just turn up to Times Square and watch the fight?
That's what I thought. It'd be some sort of interesting where they're getting like
hang outside one of the high-rise buildings and watch it from there. You're allowed
private box.
Yeah. That'd be interesting to see.
I think they're all interesting. I think it's an interesting event. Yeah, it's an interesting venue, and we'll see how it works, isn't it?
Yeah.
And it's on the DAZN pay-per-view, both US and UK. So
it's not
say how much it is.
Do you know what? It's not pay-per-view. That's not a pay-per-view event.
Well, I think that's why they're doing it in Times Square and then getting the things. You think not going to sell enough?
No, me personally, it's not a pay-per-view event. There's no... All right, yeah, there's got Garcia, Haney, Lopez on, but there's no... Garcia, Haney fighting each other with a good undercard, pay-per-view event. But this isn't a pay-per-view event, in my opinion. No,
but unfortunately, it is so.
No, yeah,
I'm not sure it's going to have the draw of the things. It'd be interesting to see the numbers on this.
I just don't think
there's enough Teofimo fans and Haney fans and Ryan Garcia and probably the others.
Barboza and Ramirez. Ben Eubank
will probably do more.
Yeah. There's too many pay-per-views becoming on now this DAZN now, and I'm starting to get annoyed with pay-per-views. Look, you're paying your monthly subscription. You shouldn't have to, it's too many pay-per-views, and I don't
We
like
see
it.
how much it is. It hasn't saying on.
I think it's going to be $19.99.
Yeah. Well, I think that's the point, and he likes to keep it to that price.
It should be free if you've described it as own.
Yeah, actually, it's cheaper in the US, isn't it? Because US one's normally about
Yeah,
70
because I bet Ben Eubank's pay-per-view, and then you'll have this as pay-per-view. I bet you is Canelo Skull pay-per-view, or is that free?
Well, they're never free, are they?
And, there's too many pay-per-views coming up.
So, yeah, we're going to have an expensive weekend because it's pay-per-view on this one and then pay-per-view on Canelo Skull as well.
Yeah. Oh, is it? See what I mean? That's not on. It's not
so
on.
it's probably going to be a £40 weekend.
And the rest, and then the week after there's another £20. I don't get paid enough money.
The week before?
If you'd like to donate
none of us
to
do, yeah.
Simon
Watch
Watch Boxing Funds.
Videos. Yeah.
And your
at least in a way in Cardenas is going to be.
Yeah, I want your guys' thoughts on that. Is there becoming too many pay-per-views now? Yes, I understand that boxers have got to get paid.
Well, the thing is, you've got like 6 big boxes that are going to get paid in it, and
but if they put that in a stadium, the gate receipts would have been, But now
quite a lot of big stadiums in.
Exactly, unfortunately,
and venues in.
It's us that have got to pay for them fighting. Yeah, and I get that, but especially with 3 pay-per-views,
and Canelo's got to get paid, doesn't he? So
3 pay-per-views in 2 weeks.
Yeah. But it is what it is. Let us know your thoughts on that. Let us know what you think is going to happen on it in the comments of what you
Saudi
think here.
prince is running out
Is
of
Lopez
money.
going to win? Is Barboza going to pull off a shock?
Saudi,
is it a shock?
Yeah,
No.
It's a shock that the Saudi prince is running out of money and he's got to
charge you. He's
got to charge us now.
Pay for him now. He's sponsoring the Saudi.
Spent too much money on Dana White.
Yes. What can you do, right? And yeah, like, subscribe, and let us know in the comments what your thoughts are on this. You're looking forward to the weekend, other than obviously the pay-per-view, but there's this, and then there's going to be Canelo and Skull, and the undercard of that is interesting. You've got a Saras Munguia rematch, Bakoli and Ajagba, and Badu Jack and Mikhailian in the cruiserweight division. So it's a good matchup.
Yes.
And then you've got Inoue and Cardenas and Espinosa and Vasquez coming up as well. So we've got the Friday, the Saturday, and the Sunday, and we will be doing the videos on them. So keep an eye out for them. And we shall see you in the next ones. Thank you very much.